It's December 26th, 2022. It's Monday, the day after Christmas, of course. So I hope everybody had a really great Christmas. I know I did. Spent time with my wife. We had a really great meal. I got to see some family, and there were some really great gifts as well. I was just out clearing some snow, just wearing my mostly clear eye protection because of my recent procedure. And don't worry, I was very careful. I didn't break any rules except for the driving rule, but it was my tractor, so I think that's okay. I just had to get out and clear a couple of rather large snow drifts that had accumulated over the previous few days. Of course, my procedure was Wednesday, and obviously then I have not cleared snow since, well, before that. Actually, I think maybe it was Tuesday when I was just catching up on the last few things before I was sort of sequestered. So it's a judgment call, to go out. When it's cold, it's rather cold right now. It's warmer than it has been. I think it's minus 17 or something like that. A bit breezy though, really gets cold. And so the judgment call about how cold it is and how much I want to work outside on an open station tractor in the cold, add into it, any health issues that you might have, whether you're like last winter. I was sick in January, so I didn't want to go clear snow, but you kind of have to, because this is why, especially in a rural setting, if somebody has an accident or gets sick and you need to get emergency services in here, house catches fire, heaven forbid, you need to have a clear driveway and get people in here. We are having guests for dinner tomorrow, so I also didn't want a giant snowdrift across the driveway at that point. There was huge snowdrift blocking my bee barn, and I do really want to be able to get in there when I need to, for the safety of the bees and convenience of access. So it's a wide range of reasons that I want to clear snow, but there are some pretty important reasons there, and urgent reasons to keep it clear. So that's what was driving me out to clear some snow today. I certainly didn't clear everything I could have. I don't want to push this. It only takes me a little bit longer to solidify this situation and to heal that eye. Seeing an optometrist next week, so he can give me his opinion on how things are going, and then maybe I can. I really want to drive, is why I'm pushing to see the optometrist, and he give me the okay to drive. I'm hoping he can give me the okay to work in here too, because I'm frustrated I can't work in here, and it's going to push me way behind schedule for the things I need to accomplish in here. So that's my plan. I got the heated socks for Christmas, and they seem to be working. Now, here's my review. I'm basically wearing a good quality rubber boot, but it's lined, so it is a warm rubber boot. And I charged the batteries all night, and I put the socks on just before I went out, and I've turned them on to the high setting. There's 3 settings, so I turned them on high, and I can't feel that they're warm, but my feet aren't cold. In my gloves, see my gloves sitting right there. My hands, I was out long enough, my hands got cold, but my feet didn't get cold. I can't feel that they're warm, but they certainly are not cold. And normally, I think in that period of time being out there, my toes would definitely start to be cold. And so I think they're working. I think they're doing their thing. We'll just have to, I don't know if it were 40 below out there or whatever. I did find that they're not very big. I'm a big person. I don't have huge feet though, like size 11 feet or something. So It's not like I'm size 14, 15 feet and I can't find socks. That's not an issue. And they're very tall, and I think they're very tall because they want the batteries. The batteries slip in a pocket at the top, and the battery's kind of big. So I think they want them to be fairly tall so the battery's not interfering with your footwear. While I'm wearing rubber boots are very tall, so they do kind of interfere. It's not a game changer. It's not a deal killer, I should say. So it's working out just fine. I don't have the packaging with me here to show you, so I'll put a link below in the description to show you what I'm wearing, what I'm talking about. But I did find that putting them on, they are tight. Uh, I don't remember if they're one size or if there was sizes when I ordered the socks. So I'll let you know what that is too. So otherwise, that's about it. Just trying to lay low at Christmas time. And radio alarm saw is sitting there waiting for me. It'll hopefully be the first thing I address because that's a key to my to all of my work this year. I have to get that thing tuned up and ready to roll. And so I'm going to leave it at that for you today. It's going to be a bit of a quiet week, I'm sure, so I won't probably have very much to report. I can't get my okay. If I'm going to get the okay to work, I won't get that until next week. So it's going to be pretty quiet around here this week. So as always, take care and have fun. It's Tuesday, December 27th, 2022. This week is going to see the end of 2022 as Sunday is the 1st of January 23. And 2022 has been a difficult year in many respects. It's ended off quite nicely for my vision. I can see really well. I'm very thankful for having that done. And there's not much going on this week, of course. I've been taking it really easy, doctor's orders, concerning my eye and just giving it time to heal. And I think it's going really well. I think he'll be pleased with the results when I see him in the coming weeks. But it is winter in Manitoba, and that means I need to clear some snow. I did clear a little bit of snow yesterday. There's drifting happens here a lot in the winter, and even though the driveway would be clear, there gets to be a couple of pretty sizable snow drifts around, and that becomes a problem if someone comes visiting or we need emergency services in here. And we're scheduled to have visitors today. We're going to have a meal with friends. Turned out that they had some sickness in their family, and we opted to postpone that, mostly concerning my convalescence, that we didn't want to complicate things in that regard. So we wished them well and to all get well, and that we would reschedule that. So a little disappointing. That was kind of my big event this week. It was going to break up my boring week, but I'm just taking it easy. I enjoy the downtime. But I do have to clear snow. I do, as I say, I cleared away that snowdrift, but I didn't clear very many of my snow traps. And snow traps are something that just buys me time with the drifting. So what I do is I just clear away some sort of trenches through the snow at strategic places and strategic angles. So then when the snow comes drifting in, the drifting snow gets caught in that little trench that I've created, and instead of making it into the yard and creating mobility problems for vehicles and people. So I cleared one snow trap yesterday. I was getting a little bit cold. Not my feet though. I was wearing my electric stocks, so they kept my feet warm. So anyway, today I'm going to clear a little more snow here with the tractor, and I'm going to clear some of my snow traps in particular. Because it's -11, outside right now, C. It's a little bit of a breeze, about 6 kilometers an hour. So it's not real windy and it's not super cold. And I don't know, minus 11. I think 0F is somewhere in the vicinity of minus 15 C, something like that. So just to give you an idea that it's definitely above 0F for those that use that system. So really that's about it. And there's nothing really interesting to see for that. And so I'm going to be wearing my sunglasses out there, protect my eyes from the wind. And it's not super sunny, but it is pretty bright outside. So kind of need that. My sunglasses are exactly the same as these. These are just, it's not exactly clear, but it's more clear than my sunglasses. And they're safety glasses too. So you're good to, protect your eyes from whatever might happen. And usually what happens on the tractor is I get covered in snow. So it doesn't matter if you're wearing sunglasses or not. You get all wet and then you get cold. So I'm going to go and clear some snow traps. And that's about it for today. It's Saturday, December 31st, 2022. It's New Year's Eve, and tomorrow begins another year on the calendar. So all I have to say for today is I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a very, very Happy New Year. And I really hope that 2023 is an awesome year for all of us. And I think it has the potential to be awesome if we make it awesome. So thank you very much from That Bee Man, Brad and Carol at Faith Apiaries. Happy New Year.